Welcome back to Channel Name. Today we're diving deep into Genesis chapter 8, a chapter packed with the themes of hope, faith, and a new beginning. After the great flood, what comes next for Noah, his family, and all the creatures aboard the ark? Let's explore together. Genesis 8 begins with a beautiful statement, but God remembered Noah. This is significant. The word remembered here implies God's faithful commitment to Noah and his creation. Let's pause for a moment here. After months of relentless rain and a world submerged in water, imagine the relief Noah and his family felt. The chapter says that God made a wind blow over the earth and the waters began to recede. This process takes time. It's not immediate, but it shows how God gradually restores order. The waters continued to recede until the 10th month, and on the first day of the 10th month, the tops of the mountains became visible. Genesis 8, verse 5. After 40 more days, Noah opens a window in the ark and sends out a raven. The raven flies back and forth but doesn't bring back any news. So Noah then sends out a dove. The dove returns with a freshly plucked olive leaf, a symbol that dry land and vegetation have begun to reappear. The dove's return with the olive leaf is often seen as a symbol of peace and hope. This simple act, sending out the dove, is filled with trust and hope. Noah waited patiently, and he trusted that when the time was right, God would open the way for him to start a new chapter. Finally, after an entire year on the ark, Noah and his family received God's command to leave. Can you imagine the relief and joy? This is the dawn of a new beginning. Noah, his family, and all the animals step onto the land, ready to restart life on earth. God commands them to be fruitful and multiply, a reminder of the command given to Adam and Eve in Genesis 1. So Noah came out together with his sons and his wife and his sons' wives. Genesis 8, verse 18. The first thing Noah does when he steps onto dry land is profound. He builds an altar to the Lord and makes a sacrifice, expressing his gratitude for God's deliverance. God is deeply pleased with this sacrifice and makes a promise. God says he will never again curse the ground because of humans or destroy every living creature as he did. This is a beautiful moment of mercy and hope. As long as the earth endures seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night will never cease. Genesis 8, verse 22. God's covenant here sets the stage for the promise he will establish in Genesis 9, a promise sealed with the rainbow. This reassurance from God is a comfort even today, reminding us of his faithfulness. Section 5. Key lessons from Genesis 8. So what can we learn from Genesis chapter 8? There are a few key takeaways. One, God's faithfulness in remembering us. When it says God remembered Noah, it's a reminder that God never forgets his people. Even when we feel surrounded by challenges, God is working, even if it's behind the scenes. 2, the power of patience and obedience. Noah waited patiently, showing us the importance of trusting God's timing. When we're faithful and obedient, we experience his peace and direction. 3, a fresh start and a grateful heart. Noah's sacrifice shows the importance of gratitude even after a difficult season. Showing thanks and prioritizing God sets a foundation for new blessings. 4, God's mercy and promises for the future. The final promise of Genesis 8 assures us that despite humanity's imperfections, God is merciful. He is a God of second chances and renewals. Section 6, applying Genesis 8 today. How does this ancient story apply to our lives today? Here are some modern-day applications. Trusting God's timing. Like Noah, we're often called to wait. If you're in a season where you're waiting for something, trust that God has a plan and purpose. Respond with gratitude. Noah's first action on dry ground was to worship. In our lives, practicing gratitude can remind us of our blessings, even in hard times. Value new beginnings. Genesis 8 is about a fresh start. Remember, God is a God of new beginnings. He offers a chance to reset no matter our past. A conclusion. Thank you for joining us in exploring Genesis chapter 8. This chapter reassures us of God's love, patience, and mercy. Whether you're in a season of waiting, a time of new beginnings, or anywhere in between, know that God is with you. Make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and comment below with your favorite verse from Genesis 8. Let's keep exploring God's Word together. See you next time on Channel Name. Until then, stay blessed and stay curious.